So I was reading in the book of Psalms today. I was reading Psalms 89, and I read the author of the psalm was a man named Ethan. And what I read, my takeaway from it was Ethan was a musician. He was a singer, and this was a quote from him. It says, "With my mouth will I make known your faithfulness to all generations," talking about God's faithfulness. It was interesting to me because, and I'll just read what I wrote in my journal. It says, "This reads like a mission, a statement of purpose. He was a singer. His mouth was part of what he did, like hands to a surgeon." And then I wrote down like blank to an engineer. So I'm an engineer. So what would that statement be for an engineer? With my blank will I make known your faithfulness to all generations. So I started thinking, okay, what would that be? Well, how would I fill in the blank for an engineer? With a musician, he with a singer, he has his mouth. He can proclaim. He can make. So what does this a singer do? What is his gift? Well, he creates melodies. He creates words, and he's saying, "I will use that to um, to make known God's faithfulness to all generations." So he's going to take this skill that he's been blessed with, and he's going to use it to let everybody know how faithful God has been to him in his life. And I think that's pretty fascinating. So I started thinking, okay, how can I do that as an engineer? Well, what is it about my? I don't sing. I don't craft words. I don't create melodies. But what is it that an engineer has? So I started thinking, okay, well, I have a thought process. That's that's what I've been trained to have in my education, in my work experience. So, yeah, an engineer has a thought process. So, to me, that's the blank. That's the fill in the blank. I will use my thought process to make known God's faithfulness to all generations. So, how can I use my thought process as an engineer to let all generations know about God's faithfulness? Because God has been faithful to me. I can go on and on about that. Um, so my challenge here, my mission, and I don't know how I'm going to do this, but this is a starting point, and this is going to come across, I know, as rough. It's certainly not polished, but it's critical to me because I seem to have this point of clarity this morning when I read Psalm 89 that just to take what I have, what God has given me, the way He's wired me, and take that and use that gift to to help all generations know and understand God's faithfulness. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And this is the first of hopefully many videos where I speak to that. All right. Thank you for your attention. I do appreciate it. And I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.